We're live.
We're live once
Yeah.
again.
So, I'm going to take a minute to share this page. Glenn,
Sure. And like?
And I think you're going to do the same thing.
Yes, mine has been shared and liked.
And this is a first for us. So, I'm posting it now on my page. So, viewers, we got some work for you right now.
Is it posted on my page over there?
Yeah, we welcome to you to our new time slot. It's 8 o'clock on Thursday, the 25th, 2022
Of August.
So of August, yeah. This month is moving right along, Glenn.
It is. It's almost done.
Yeah. So again, I welcome you. And Glenn, how's your week been?
It was good.
Okay.
Good. Busy but good.
It's Friday already.
Friday already.
Tomorrow it's Friday, and it's the start of a new another weekend.
Yes. And it's 8 o'clock and it's dark.
Now that's different.
That's different because it's usually be light.
Yeah, it's
time
usually,
is we got a couple more months before time is changing back.
Yeah, it's usually a little bit light when we leave out around 8, if that ever happens sometimes. But it's okay. It's light inside the studio.
Lights inside. The lights are on.
Yeah.
You paid the bill, hey?
Yep. I think we did. But anyway, it's good to be here, and it's good to be here today.
Yes.
Definitely good.
You give about a few minutes to log in?
Yeah, we want everybody to log in. Please let your friends know. Change this time specifically to get more viewers.
Yes.
We understood and understand that a lot of our viewers were at work and things were a little dicey for them to join our broadcast at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So with 8 o'clock, we are hoping you had your dinner already and the kids are winding down and getting ready. We know school is going to start for some next week. Yes. So we're happy to try this out. This new time change.
We have been getting some feedback, so you guys, I want to hear you, want to listen, but
right,
it's kind of hard for me to do and work at the same time.
So viewers, we definitely welcome you.
Yes,
and you can always be a part of our chat. We want to recognize you or at least acknowledge you in some capacity. All you need to do is say hello in the chat or I'm here or something like that.
Smiley face.
Yeah, smiley face. But on top of that, please share this broadcast right now with your friends. So take a minute and share with your friends so that we can get this show on the road.
The show on the road.
I had to come up with a better term, but the first one I don't think would have worked. But, a show on the road. So,
yes.
But I'm excited about the change. I'm excited about our format that's going to be changing too. There's going to be some new things, new twists associated with our broadcasts that are coming. So
we're doing a couple of things we got coming up soon. So
definitely take time to hang out with us.
Yes.
But Glenn, I know you went over to check on our chickens. How they doing?
Our chickens are doing well. They adapted to their new home, and we got to add. Actually, we're going to add an addition.
Okay.
An additional spot to their home.
They're living large.
Give them a little bit more breathing room, and so we're going to be doing that over the weekend.
Okay.
And so I put on my coveralls and put on my gloves, and we'll be out in the chicken coop.
Yeah, working it out.
Spending some time with the chickens.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yes.
Well, I know you were out of town this weekend.
Yes.
Kind of like an emergency.
Yeah. I had to do a couple of things out of town, and actually it was real good.
Good.
I was gone Sunday, Monday, and came back late Tuesday night. So it was really, really good.
Yeah.
So I was gone. And I heard you really knocked the ball out of the park.
Yes.
When I returned, got an update when I was gone. So it was a very good.
I was able to hold it there.
Yes. So for you guys, those of you guys don't know, we have two classes that we do. One is in person on Monday nights
Right.
here at the office,
Yes.
and on Tuesdays at 2 o'clock, we go to Hammond Road Detention Center, Wake County Jail,
Right.
and we'll hold a class there. So,
And the enthusiasm, I must tell you,
it's been
was on high.
yes.
If we could set the top, if we had 3 different settings, you know, low, medium, and high, it was on high for both classes.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
the guys in Hammond Road and the guys here at the office.
Yeah.
And I always tell each group about the other group.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just to keep encouragement.
Yeah. So tell us about the Monday night. Monday night we usually have 10 or 12 guys.
Right.
In our office, and you and I kind of do them together. But
right.
Monday night you was on your own. So tell us,
well,
how did that went?
I'm gonna tell you, I was nervous because I'm usually your co-pilot, and I like my position, you know.
Right.
But I was the driver, and I had my assistant. I got an assistant.
You got an assistant.
Yeah.
There's an assistant to the assistant.
Yes, and that would have been Charles. So I'm not going to leave him out.
Yeah,
Charles was there, and one of our managers was there too, Tommy. I think he was doing more observing. You know, but that's okay. I won't tell it all. But so we had ample coverage, and
good.
You know, we talked about definitely how being there for their children, how it impacts them. It really does.
Yes.
And it flows downhill. You know.
Yes.
An absent father. We already shared the statistics about what that means in a child's life. The absence of a father, and we're talking about total absence. We're not talking about I'll see you once and twice or whatever. We're talking about total absence, and how that affects kids, and how the statistics are alarming.
Yes,
and you know, we don't want our guys' children to become statistics.
Yes.
Not only them or that, we don't want the guys to become a statistic because it is so critical for them to assume that role, or if you know they've been away, or to get started again and pick up the pieces and move forward. And I know we did the analogy about a garden. You know, and I know you know about that.
Right.
The garden. There were 2 types of gardens. You know, one that someone would plant seeds and then get up the weeds and cultivate it, put down fertilizer, all those things. You know, and tend to it on a daily basis.
Yes.
So eventually, that garden begins to produce fruit.
Yes.
You know, and as it produces that fruit, you start to appreciate your efforts and your work.
Mm-hmm.
But there are instances where a garden can be on its own.
Yes, it's like a farmer who plants a garden, and then one takes care of it, and the other farmer plants a garden and just walk away from it.
He walks away, and then we probably all know what happens to that garden that doesn't receive any care.
Yes,
Things will continue to grow.
Yes,
but it may not produce,
be choked out by the weeds,
and
other things that comes along.
Absolutely, it may not produce that fruit that you desire.
Yes.
So it still grows.
Yeah, still grows.
But how much more rewarding it can be
if you tend to your garden.
You tend to your garden.
And your garden is your kids.
Your kids are your garden.
Yeah, your family.
And yes, your family.
Yes.
And even if mom and dad are not together again, those kids still need parents.
Yes.
And we always say the best parent is what?
Both parents.
Both parents. Absolutely.
Yes.
So I'm assuming your role.
Yeah, that was good. So
both parents.
So you was doing this Monday night for the guys in the class.
And you know what? I had one gentleman in particular who and he's brand new to us.
Right.
I could have swore he read the book. If not the whole book, the chapter at least.
Wow.
And he spoke from his heart. And he said to me or to the class, he didn't want his children to grow up the way he experienced.
Wow.
Not saying it was good or bad.
Right.
But he just said, I don't want that for my kid. I want the best for my kids.
Yes.
I want them to be exposed to camping, to
all the things that
being at the park, going swimming, and being involved in things,
right,
as well as making sure they receive a good education. Exactly. That was one of our guys, yes. and it floored me because again he was brand new,
right,
brand new, yes. And so
it's one thing, Jane. I wasn't there, mm-hmm. but it's amazing to watch you guys come in every Monday night with mm-hmm. the textbook they got in their hand. And they've read the chapter and they've done their homework.
Absolutely,
that's amazing.
And guess who? And guess what? We do go over that homework.
Go over the homework, yes, yes.
And they got to turn it in.
Turn it in.
And so if they didn't get it done during the week, because we give them a week to do it.
Yes.
If they didn't get it done, they cram 10 minutes before class.
Yeah. So if anybody want to sign up for our in-person class on Monday nights, please go to our website or call our office, and we'll show you how to sign up. Every Monday night from 7 to 8, James and I teach the class live mm-hmm. in our office. So please sign up, show up. We get your textbook. We'll start teaching you what it is about fatherhood.
Absolutely. Yes. And then we probably you can audit the class. If somebody just wants to check it out.
Yes.
We entertain that. Yeah. Because it's important.
Yeah. And we're going to be announcing this more and more about our self-study that we got coming up. Father Forever University has developed a self-study curriculum.
That's correct.
And we're going to be talking about that a little more coming up in the next couple of weeks.
You can move at your own pace.
Yes.
And
do it from your home.
Yeah. All you do is do the chapters and watch the webinars. It's all there for you.
It's all you do.
It's already there for you.
Yes.
They just need to take advantage of it.
Yes.
And it's consistent with the book because the chapters line up with the video.
Yes.
So we enjoy both experiences.
Yes.
Whether it's being watching the webinars via Zoom or something to that effect. But for our in-person guys, we actually do one-on-one, so to speak. We are teaching the class.
Yes.
So, but Monday night was a terrific class. I had to call you, that, and let you know how well it went. And I was excited. I was nervous, but after I walked through these doors of Fathers Forever and got situated.
Came away, yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I know you can do it.
I was fine.
I was
fine.
Yeah. So tell us about now. Tell us about the class on Tuesday.
All right.
They have a 2-hour class on Tuesday.
2-hour class, Glenn.
Yes.
And this is what's so funny to me is I told the guys, all right, Glenn's not here. We're going to get out early tonight. I said, we're getting out early, y'all.
This was during the day from 1 to 3, right?
No, I meant, I'm jump back to our Monday class. This was our 7 to 8 class on Mondays. And I said, we're going to get out of here early. But Glenn, I ran out of time. I ran out of time.
Wow.
We didn't get out early. We did. I mean, that's because they were engaged.
They were engaged, which is really good.
But on the flip side, at Hammond Road, we've got a captivated audience.
Yes.
They laughed at that when we told them that.
They're not going anywhere.
But at the same time, it's true. And but they brought their enthusiasm. I came in the room and spoke. I was still walking to my desk up front, and they was already speaking. So I had to go down and I gave each one of them a dap, fist bump, and to recognize them for at least just being there. So
these are our guys are in Hammond Road Detention Center.
Hammond Road Detention Center, and for them, it is a 2-hour class or session, but we cram in 3 chapters at each session. So lo and behold, we talked about co-parenting.
Yes, we can get into a little bit of that.
Co-parenting, what that really looks like, what that means. And we've got a handout that's called the 10 Commandments of co-parenting.
Yeah. And I think it wants to stay tuned for, I think a commercial's coming on in a minute.
Okay.
This is Glenn Warren, founder and executive director of Fathers Forever. I want to share an alarming reality with you. 627,000 fathers are incarcerated that have kids under 18. Now, there are 56,000 moms incarcerated who have kids under 18. The reality is there are so many more fathers incarcerated than moms. This is why I Am a Father Forever book exists. Now, I need your help. I am inviting you to help us get this book into as many fathers incarcerated as possible. Here's how it works. For your donation of $22, we will provide a book to an incarcerated father. Thank you in advance for helping Fathers Forever heal fathers and save families.
All right, viewers, welcome back. I told you we got a new format coming, so there's going to be some other things that you're going to see, and hopefully you'll enjoy as much as we do as well. I really like that commercial, and I know you all have seen it, but for those who have not, it's something that we do because those books go to a facility like where we were today, and prisons throughout the nation. And they get a chance, an opportunity to read this book on their own. Because we're not in every prison, as you know. But at least they have an opportunity to receive this information and explore where it leads them.
And through our Fathers Forever University self-study, it could be offered to a lot of inmates. Because I understand now that prisoners facilities are not having
some tablets.
Yeah,
I said what?
So tablets, so they can download that and watch the webinar.
Absolutely.
And do the homework assignments, and we're super excited about that. Our goal is we can't physically be into every prison, but we're going to be, and the sad thing, James, it was not sad when COVID shut down a whole lot of things, but it also opened up a lot of opportunities.
It opened doors for us.
And we took advantage of some of that and created some of our online version, the webinar, the Zoom classes with the webinar, with the self-study. That's one of the things we put together. And now we're ready to launch that out into the community. Whether you're incarcerated or whether you're home, that's available to you. So we're really super excited. So you go to Hammond Road. We go to every Tuesday, but you went there this past Tuesday by yourself. So how did that go? Tell me how that goes.
All right, so like I said, we I'm just going to share with you some of those 10 commandments that stuck out the most with our viewers, and I mean with our students. And the first one was resolve conflicts with an S, conflicts without putting kids in the middle. And they already have the book because we've issued every student a book, and they've already read this. So immediately before I even get going, they're saying, that's what we did. Me and my my mother's child, and I'm breaking them because the next word that comes out, my baby's mama.
No, we don't use that, baby mama.
We get rid of that, and so my child's mother, I correct them right then and there.
Or her name.
Yeah. And so getting in the middle of a conflict, putting your child in the middle of a conflict is very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Right? Very dangerous. And the reason why it's really our first commandment is they don't need that. The child needs nurturing, caring, teaching, and food and everything else. They don't need grown folks' conversation.
No. And a lot of times we use one parent to beat the other parent. And the analogy, James, that we give many times is, my mom used to send us to the woods to get a switch. And she would go out, and there was an art to get the switch. You didn't get one too small. You didn't get one too big. You wanted her to get 2 or 3 licks in it, and you wanted it to break. So 2 things I can always remember about the switch. Number 1, it hurt. And number 2, it always broke. So the point is, when we use the kids as a switch to beat the other parent, number 1, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the other parent. But the other issue is, number 2, the switch is gonna break, and normally
it's
the
child.
switch is the child.
Right. So my question to our viewers: have any of you? Two questions, really. Have any of you been hit with a switch before? Because I have. And my second question is, have you done this in front of your kids before?
Yes.
You know, because after this guy told me what he heard his 3-year-old son saying out of his mouth, it blew him away. And,
Right.
and it kind of blew me away too. And when he told me, he said he was using all types of profanity while playing and doing whatever.
Yeah.
And he's now has to be corrected and nurtured in a different direction, because obviously that's not a good thing for a child of 3 years old to be using grown folks profane words. You know, it's not good for anybody.
Right.
Really. If you're trying to communicate something, it's not a good thing.
Right.
So that was our first one.
Yeah. So don't use your kids as a switch.
To
beat the other parent.
To beat the other.
Don't put your kids in the middle of your conflict. Don't use your kids to go back and forth, fight one another.
Absolutely. And again, viewers, feel free. This is a no judgment zone. We're not here to judge anybody. We're giving information so that it can be shared. You know, it might not relate to you, but it might be somebody you know.
Yes.
And we want this information to be shared because it can be so beneficial. You know.
Right.
So the second commandment, and I'm like I said, there are 10, but we're only going to do 5, and we'll be quick with it. It says, treat the other parent with respect, and that goes a long way too. It's almost like it's related to number 1, because if your child sees you using kind words or kind behavior to that other parent, he's learning how now to be kind to his kids, you know, as well as be respectful to mom and dad,
right?
You know,
yes. So when one parent disrespects the other parent in front of the kids, we showing the kids how to be disrespectful, and how to disrespect the other parent.
And I have another student who chimed in on this one. He says his mom and dad went at it all the time, you know, back and forth with the profanity, the arguing and everything. And he would watch his dad do it.
Yes.
And he thought that was the way he needed to be.
Yes.
So he ended up being a bully at school.
Yes.
You know, and he shared that with me. You know,
because a lot of times bullying starts at home.
Yeah.
Because dad, the kids watch dad bully mom by yelling at her, cursing her, disrespecting her, and you know, and they learn that behavior.
Right.
And the women do sometimes the same way.
Yeah.
Where they make their men, they berate their men and make them feel small and you're good for nothing.
Right.
So all those things are learned behavior that kids pick up on.
Right.
And they carry it on to their generation.
Yeah.
And because they watch mom and dad,
they do
disrespect one another so much. And James, I'm saying this real quickly, and we talk about this all the time. We talk about the 10 Commandments. There's 10 Commandments in the Bible.
Absolutely.
Right. And so one of the commandments was that we know the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill.
Right.
You know the other one.
Honoring your mom and dad.
But there's one commandment that's got a condition.
Okay.
There's only one. All the rest of them, thou shalt not steal. Period.
Right.
Thou shalt not kill. Period.
Right.
There's one that's got a condition.
Let's hear that one.
Honor your mother and your father, that your days will be long.
And that's true.
That's a condition.
That's true talk.
In other words, if you don't honor your mother and dad, your days could be cut off.
Yes.
So think about that. That's the only commandment that's got a condition.
Yeah.
Honor your mother and your father, that your days will be long. So when we dishonoring the other parent in front of our kids, we're actually teaching that child how to be disrespectful to the other parent, which may in turn
go to authority figures.
Well, don't let that, but it may shorten their day.
And definitely
it may shorten their days. Now we don't know that because we do know that, but we don't know whether I'm going to live to be 8 or 9. But because I was disrespectful, I lived to be 84. Yeah. We don't know that.
Right.
That but if the Bible says it,
It's true.
It's true. Yeah. So honor your mother and your father, that your days will be long.
Absolutely.
That's the only commandment that's got a condition Absolutely. Connected to
it. Number 4, we're going to keep moving.
Yes.
Communicate regularly with the other parent. Oh my goodness! On this one,
we could be here for
I'm cutting it short. Yeah, I'm cutting it short. I really am. But this one, my guys, we're talking about how, I'm mad at her. I ain't got nothing to say, or she mad at the father. I don't have nothing to say. Come pick up your child and bring them back at whatever time.
Right.
Bam, and that's it. I learned a new word from my guys too, both in person and Hammond Road, and that word is fact. So if you say something that's true, they say the word fact.
Fact.
And I was like, what? So I'm gonna start doing it anyway because I want to communicate with them on their level as well. But I like that though. I like it. But communicate with the other parent, and I'm gonna give us a prime example. You probably know the one I'm gonna use. Do you want to tell it?
Go ahead.
It's like a father picks up the son or daughter.
Yes.
We don't want to leave your little Sue out.
Yeah.
Let's say we pick up Sue. All right. Take Sue over to Dad's house, and they're having a blast. It's a weekend visit, right?
Right.
All right. So Saturday, Sunday evening come, and it's time to take Sue home. Get your things, Sue. We're going home to your mom. Sue gets there and says, "Oh, Dad, I got a science project I need to do, and it's due Monday." And then it's Sunday now, Sunday evening even.
Yeah, Mom on the way to pick her up.
Right. Well, Dad is dropping the kid off.
Oh, yeah.
So now at this drop off, what do you think is going to happen?
Oh, Mama gonna have a lot of times she don't even tell Dad.
Right.
She wait till Dad leaves.
Right.
Then she tell Mom, "Oh, on the way, Mom, can you stop at Walmart? And because I got a science project."
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think Mom's gonna do?
Mom is upset.
She's gonna pick up the phone and she's gonna cuss him out.
Right.
Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Well,
right.
Because they didn't communicate.
They didn't communicate.
The little Sue didn't tell Mom.
Sue knew though.
Sue knew, and she didn't tell Dad.
Yep.
But had they been communicating,
right,
this would have been a project that the Dad could have worked on the whole weekend.
Right.
But because they didn't communicate it, and Sue didn't tell it. Right. But had they been communicating and following the homework assignment, both Mom could have knew and Dad would have known.
Right.
But because they're not talking to one another.
So how? Now in this particular case, I have to say, who's at fault here?
Well, the structure of not communicating is a pitfall for that to happen.
Right. Right.
But now the Sue is not telling it.
Yeah, so Sue already know I got this to do, but I'm having a blast hanging out with my dad.
Yes.
And so what happens is Mom is at fault because all she should have said, Sue has a homework assignment or a project to do, and could you make sure she gets it done to the dad?
Right.
And then the dad should have asked Sue, how's school going?
How does
do you have any homework?
Exactly.
But
neither one of them
none
did
of that.
Yes.
None of that.
Neither one of them did it, and they're not communicating, and they just dropped Sue off and picked her up, and now Mom is on her way home now. She's mad because she had to go to Walmart and get the construction paper and the glue and all that stuff to do this project that's due at 9 o'clock the next morning.
So one of my guys said his child's mother called him the Disney dad.
Yes.
And I said, what do you mean Disney
fun dad?
Yeah. He does all the fun stuff and she gets to do all the hard stuff. So these things happen.
Yes.
So let me run to the next.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Oh, we are at the 2-minute warning. And so the last one, I'm going to just read the titles.
Yeah, okay.
And we'll talk about it another time. Help your children recognize the other parent. They just need a gift.
Yes.
A card for birthday, Christmas.
Your mom got a birthday. Let's go to
let's go pick up
a birthday.
Vice versa. Mom can do it too.
Yeah, Dad. Yep.
And then don't punish your in-laws.
Yeah. By not letting them see
the child,
which is the kid's grandparent.
Right. They need their outer. We call that the extended family.
Yes.
But they need that.
Yes.
They need that. So Glenn, I was so happy to have done and filled in the seat for you. It's some big shoes and seat to fill.
I'm sure you did it well.
But I had a blast, and I welcome again our viewers to do the saying, come over and check us out if you want. If you don't know, if you don't do that, please share this video with your friends. And these are the types of discussions and conversations.
Yeah, these are, we have our workbook, we have our textbook. We also do other workbooks and other things. So this actually came from another handout that we hand out to guys. It's not our handout, but we use that and we teach the classes as well. So,
all right. Well, Glenn, we're sad to cut it short here.
I know,
but as my routine already, I've run out of time.
I know, and it's really good when you run out of time instead of running out of content.
But we'll try to pick up where we left off next Thursday if it's possible. If not, we're always going to have something else to say.
Yes.
There's something else we want to share, that we do have our co-ed group, our men and women's group that's coming. We don't have a name yet. We want you all to send something to us, what you would like that group to be called. And we are ready to get it going.
Yes.
But we want to have a name before we launch it.
Okay.
So we're going to say goodnight to everybody. Thanks for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you next Thursday night at 8 o'clock. All right.
First of all,